Unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital. We got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. In his spot on the visiting sideline, that's Lions head coach Dan Campbell. This guy's hoping to make it 2 wins in a row this week. On the opposing sideline, head coach of the Commanders, Dan Quinn. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Glad to have you with us, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call. That is punter Jack Fox with the honors here. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with a loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
From the gun, a run for Merritt. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits him on the in route. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
That's the line. He's going to run for it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, and you can't stop the QB run.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running once again with Merritt. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Krosky Merritt is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Goff. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Lions have a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Von Miller.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Completed over the middle. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Goff on 3rd. This one to Williams out left side. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. They'll go for it. Goff. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And they take him down right along the 30. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete to Raymond. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Running it with David Montgomery. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Defense showing blitz. Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Fox now to kick this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to work.
Through midfield. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get 6 more on their early advantage. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. The decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Looking to throw. Goff. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Throw right side is caught by Samuel. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Daniels. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to work it to the 20. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Play fake here, Daniels. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they balked on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 18. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. So first and 10 now from the 30. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Goff on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Commanders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. Now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And coming off their second red zone touchdown of this game, Brock, make it 2 of 3 so far now. They will take that percentage every week if they can.
Yeah, championship-level teams, Kate, are usually 75%. I know that's a C+ in school, not very good, but that's championship football. 2 of 3, they're starting to near that mark.
And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Taken down by the first-time All-Pro. That was Kirby Joseph. Second down now, 7 to go. Daniels setting up the play action. And this one is launched downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders continue piling onto this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Commanders have an early lead. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Trey Amos. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got